What's going on, guys? You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick. Now I have something pretty freaking cool to show you guys today, and this is again a huge thank you to the folks over at Full 30, especially the Full 30 forum, for hooking this whole deal up, and a very big thank you to Olight as well for sending this stuff out. So they're going to be doing another sale here soon, and I think you guys all know that their sales are pretty awesome. You get a pretty hefty percentage off. It's a good deal, good time to pick up things to fill those illumination needs in your life, especially for weapons lights and things like that, which is actually how I got turned on to Olight, was their PL Mini 2 Valkyrie that I still use on my CZ P10C and Glock 19X. However, they have done something very, very different now. At SHOT Show at the beginning of the year, they did talk about this a little bit, but there was no definitive information out there yet because it was just kind of an R&D phase, but it is here, and that is going to be the Olight Odin. Now we'll peep the specs and all that stuff here in just a second, but I wanted to show you what that looks like. So right now it is on my rifle. It has a magnetic tail switch, and you're good to go. Magnetic tail switch, pressure switch on the rear there. Now if you want to take the light off, it is very easy. This has a locking ring. You pull back, pull the pressure switch off, unlock your mount up here, and then it's very easy to pull, and the light itself comes right off. Your mounting block stays on the rifle, and if you guys saw the way I had it was mounted down low, you can also mount it over here off to the side if that's what you want. So very flexible, and it came with both the pressure switch, the mount, and the light in the box. If you wanted to take the light off and use it as a standalone light, it does have a tail switch, so there is that. Very cool factor. The form factor looks to be very similar to the M2R Warrior Pro, and they have very close light output. It looks like the big claim to fame for this Odin is going to be the fact that it is a weapons light. It is designed to be on a rifle or anything with a section of Picatinny rail, so that is cool. It's definitely something different than we have seen from Olight up to this point. I normally run a M2R Warrior Pro on this rifle with just a generic 1-inch ring mount, and then their pressure switch for that mounted off to the side. Pressure switches are a little bit different, so what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and dive down close, and I'll show you that stuff. Alright, so going ahead and looking here, we have a 300 meter throw, max 2000 lumens. Now of course Olight does use that step down technology. So we have a 2000 for 2 minutes, 1000 lumens for 9 minutes, 760 lumens for 125 minutes, and 300 lumens for 24 minutes. And it will step down in that progression to protect the circuitry and protect your battery life, things like that. It is drop test rated up to 1.5 meters, IPX8 waterproof rating, and the light has an overall length of 5.37 inches, bezel diameter of 1.14, and the weight is 7.62 ounces, including the battery. So very nice box and packaging, as you would come to expect from Olight. Does ship with a protective film over the battery itself. The battery is going to be a 2700, I can never remember off the top of my head. We'll go ahead and show that to you just by unscrewing the tail cap. And it is a 21700, 5000 milliamp hour. So very cool. This also does utilize their magnetic charging. So if you guys are familiar with Olight at all, you guys know that it's a pretty neat system to charge your lights. So we'll take a look here at the mounting options. This is part of the body of the light. As far as I can tell, it does not come off. I may be wrong on that, but I haven't tried to take it off. And then you have your little block up here. So there's various ways you can configure this mounting block. I've been playing around with it. This may not be where it stays, but it's very cool. And then basically get it set up, and then you slide it into one of these slots. It has two, so depending on how you configure it, my other one is on the other side to put it more towards the bottom. Once it snaps into place, you rotate this little lever. Now it's locked. That light's not coming off. So too with the tail switch, it has a magnetic locking ring. So it goes on like that. It's a magnetic, I should say, and then you push down for the locking ring, and this tail switch is going to take quite a bit of force to come off. To get the tail switch off, pull this back, and then you can disengage it. So very cool there. I've had no complaints with, it's very bright. I've had no complaints with Olight's pressure switches before, even without this locking ring, so I think that's kind of neat. If you wanted to take the light off to charge it, it's literally this simple. So take your pressure switch off, rotate your little pin there, push in, pull the light off, and then you can put the rifle away or whatever else you need to do and charge this light. Or if you needed a handheld light for whatever reason and didn't have one, now your light is off your gun. So that is cool. Like I said, there's just a variety of ways to make this work. So now, by moving that light down, we've shaved a little bit of width off the side of the gun instead of having it sticking off the side. This is just awesome to me. Like I said, I'm going to play around with the mounting position and things like that as time goes on and get you guys some more info on that. We are going to take a look outside when it gets darker and see just sort of what real world light output we're getting, what it actually looks like. So that'll be cool. Alright guys, so it's like 4 in the morning, but I'm up and it is dark, so I have the Olight Odin on my rifle. I don't really have a hands-free way to show you guys this right now, so just bear with me, and I'm going to show you what this light can do. This will be my first time seeing it too, so it should be pretty cool. So it's pretty much pitch black out here, as you can see. We are come down to the end of my driveway, get a pretty straight shot along the road, and just see what sort of illumination we get. So let's go ahead and hit the light. That's pretty bright. You guys can see it there on the rifle. Not too shabby. Got Kitty down there. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Get up in the trees. So lights up a pretty good area. It's definitely cool. So yeah guys, this is going to be the Olight Odin, and just kind of a real world. I've got it mounted up with the pressure switch and everything. I've got it kind of mounted at the 4:30, 5 o'clock position, which, as you guys could see earlier, you can do different things with it. And this is the pressure switch it comes with. So not too shabby. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm pretty impressed for a designated rifle light from this company. This is pretty cool. I like it. All right. So one of the really cool things is they are actually going to be having a flash sale. What they have really come to be known for is they're just awesome sales. And one of the things that you can pick up is going to be the Odin and the i5T. Now this i5T is a little bit different than the one I showed you guys here recently in Desert Tan, which is also limited edition. But this limited edition i5T is actually a gunmetal gray, and it is pretty sleek. Guys, if you're not familiar with these lights, they are probably one of the best options in my opinion for an EDC light. They have up to 300 lumens and they use a single AA battery. Nice positive tail switch, so very easy to use, very intuitive. Two-way pocket clip, so you can put it in your pocket or go ahead and put it up on a hat for hands-free lighting, things like that. So these are really cool lights. I've become a big fan of the Desert Tan one that I have been carrying for work, and it's a pretty awesome bundle. Now the bundle for the Odin and the i5T is going to be $115.74, and that's going to be starting on Father's Day and then going for a 28-hour sale. They have a lot of other options and things like that out there that I can't really show you guys here physically on the channel, but there's going to be a lot of limited edition lights and things like that that you can pick up during that sale. You can also pick up the Odin and all of their limited edition colors, which is a purple S2R Baton 2, a orange Perrin right angle 90-degree light, and an i5T, I think for $208. So that's a pretty good bargain, especially if you're into a lot of the unique limited edition colors. As far as the Odin goes, I'll be putting this through its tests and through its paces. as things go on the channel, I'll be trying to get some live fire in with my rifle, which I don't really do a whole lot here, but I'll be trying to get some live fire, nighttime shooting, things like that in with the light, to let you guys know how that works. I hope you enjoyed the just nighttime footage in general with that light. It is very bright. I really like it. I think it's going to be a great addition to my defensive weapon lineup. So we shall see as far as the long-term review on that. But again, I wanted to give a really big shout out to the folks at the Full 30, especially Full 30 Forum, for setting all this up with Olight, and a big thank you to Olight for sending this stuff out to me. I think this is awesome. These guys are very innovative, and I think that the way they're continually developing things is just awesome. One thing that comes to mind that I forgot to mention on the Odin is if you don't want to use that mount they include, you can actually, the little mounting bracket that's attached to the body of the light will work with scout style mounts, air socket mount, scout mount, things like that. You can mount the light directly to that, bypassing that little block they include. So that is an option if you want to go that route. If you already have something like that in your inventory, you can do that. I definitely am enjoying the Picatinny style mount. That's how I will use the light, but there it is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, keep shooting. I'll see you next time.